Hello and welcome to my channel, your go-to source for the latest in WWE 24. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for all the updates. Let's dive right in.
Nick Aldis made a huge announcement on SmackDown. A former WWE champion was just added to the WrestleMania 42 card. It's been a few months since Trick Williams moved up to the main roster. While Trick has been known to run his mouth, he has become one of the most popular men on the roster. He has also scored some notable wins in recent weeks. The most notable came 2 weeks ago on SmackDown when he defeated Jacob Fatu. As a result, WWE management has taken notice of his performances. Tonight on WWE SmackDown, Nick Aldis met with Trick Williams backstage. He informed the former NXT champion that he has been taking notice of him in recent weeks and is awarding him with a WrestleMania match. Sami Zayn hasn't had the best time in recent months. He has lost all momentum since losing the United States Championship. He earned a WWE Championship shot after defeating Damian Priest, Randy Orton, and Trick Williams at Saturday night's main event. However, Sami fell short at the Royal Rumble against Drew McIntyre. After that, Sami had the chance to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match, but he came up short again, thanks to Drew McIntyre. So, in recent weeks, Sami has looked directionless as he has appeared in backstage segments with Cody Rhodes, which led to the latter snapping at him. Therefore, tonight on SmackDown, Sami also ran into Nick Aldis and asked him who he was facing at WrestleMania 42. However, the GM told him that he didn't have a match for Sami at the show of shows. So, Sami snapped and attacked Trick Williams before he told Nick that he was going to get his WrestleMania match. It looks like Sami Zayn could be headed for a rivalry with Trick Williams. The atmosphere inside the arena was electric as Nick Aldis stepped onto the stage during Friday Night SmackDown. His presence alone enough to command immediate attention. Dressed sharply and carrying that unmistakable aura of authority, Aldis wasted no time in addressing the WWE Universe. With WrestleMania 42 just around the corner, fans knew something major was about to unfold, but few could have predicted just how big the announcement would be. For weeks, speculation had been swirling across the WWE landscape. Rumors of last-minute additions, surprise returns, and blockbuster matches dominated conversations online. Names of legends and former champions were being thrown around constantly, but nothing had been confirmed. It all changed the moment Aldis raised the microphone and began to speak. WrestleMania is about moments, Aldis declared, his voice echoing through the arena. It's about legacy, opportunity, and proving who truly belongs on the grandest stage of them all. The crowd erupted, sensing that something monumental was about to be revealed. Aldis continued, explaining that this year's WrestleMania card was already shaping up to be one of the most stacked in history. But there was one more piece missing. One more competitor who had both the pedigree and the hunger to elevate the event even further. Then came the bombshell. Aldis officially announced that a former WWE champion would be added to the WrestleMania 42 card, sending shockwaves through the WWE universe. The anticipation reached a fever pitch as fans chanted loudly, eager to find out who it would be. Moments later, the arena lights dimmed. A familiar theme song hit. And just like that, the crowd exploded as Drew McIntyre made his way to the ring. The Scottish Warrior, a former WWE champion known for his resilience and intensity, stood tall on the stage, soaking in the thunderous reaction. His return, or rather, his sudden insertion into the WrestleMania spotlight, instantly changed the landscape of the event. McIntyre stepped into the ring and locked eyes with Aldis, a slight smirk forming on his face. "You wanted someone who belongs at WrestleMania?" McIntyre said, grabbing a microphone. "You wanted someone who knows what it takes to carry this company? Well, you found him." The crowd roared in approval. Aldis nodded, clearly pleased with the reaction. He then dropped another layer to the announcement, revealing that McIntyre wouldn't just be appearing at WrestleMania 42. He would be competing in a high-stakes match with major implications. While Aldis stopped short of revealing McIntyre's opponent immediately, he teased that the match would involve one of SmackDown's top stars. someone who had been dominating the brand in recent months. That single statement ignited a frenzy of speculation. Could McIntyre be heading for a clash with Roman Reigns? The tribal chief had long been associated with WrestleMania main events, and a showdown between Reigns and McIntyre would undoubtedly headline any card. Or perhaps McIntyre would cross paths with AJ Styles, whose recent resurgence had reminded fans why he was once considered a phenomenal one. A match between those two would promise a blend of power and technical brilliance. Another possibility loomed in the form of LA Knight, whose meteoric rise had made him one of the most popular stars on the roster. The clash of personalities alone would make that matchup must-see. Back in the ring, McIntyre made it clear that he wasn't concerned about who stood across from him. "I don't care if it's Roman," he said. "I don't care if it's AJ, LA Knight, or anyone else in that locker room. At WrestleMania, I take what's mine." The intensity in his voice sent chills through the audience. This wasn't just another match announcement. This was a statement. For McIntyre, WrestleMania had always carried a unique emotional weight. His previous championship triumph came during an era without fans in attendance, robbing him of the moment he had worked his entire career to achieve. Since then, he had been on a mission, not just to win titles, but to reclaim that lost experience in front of a live audience. Now, with WrestleMania 42 on the horizon, the opportunity had finally arrived. Aldis, sensing the magnitude of the moment, added one final twist. "In the coming weeks," he said, "Drew McIntyre's opponent will be determined. And trust me, it will be someone worthy of the spotlight." With that, SmackDown faded to commercial, leaving fans buzzing with excitement and endless questions. Backstage, reactions poured in from across the roster. Superstars were seen discussing the announcement in hushed tones, each one realizing that the addition of McIntyre had just raised the stakes for everyone involved. Even those not directly connected to the match felt its impact, because that's what WrestleMania does. It changes everything. As the road to WrestleMania 42 continues, one thing is certain. The inclusion of Drew McIntyre has added a new layer of unpredictability to an already stacked card. Whether he ends up facing Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, LA Knight, or another top competitor, the match is guaranteed to be one of the most talked about moments of the event. And for Nick Aldis, the announcement solidified his role as a decisive and forward-thinking authority figure, someone willing to make bold moves to ensure that SmackDown remains at the forefront of sports entertainment. The WWE Universe now waits eagerly for the next chapter. Because if this announcement proved anything, it's that anything can happen on the road to WrestleMania. And when it does, the world will be watching.